This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. On Tuesday, 36-year-old Bahamian Larry Stanley Burrows was officially arraigned in the magistrate's court, charged with 15 counts of conspiracy and agreement with others to import firearms into the Bahamas. Burrows was detained by U.S. officials in Florida before being flown to the Bahamas, where he was arrested by officers from the RBPF Anti-Gang and Firearms Unit. His arrest comes in connection with an investigation into gun running from the United States into the Bahamas since 2016 up to March 2021. Burrows is accused of importing mainly handguns, including 9mm Taurus pistols, .45 pistols, and .38 revolvers. Represented by attorney Stanley Roll, Burrows pleaded not guilty to all 15 charges. The prosecution objected to bail, noting that Burrows faces even more gun smuggling charges to come and that he is a high flight risk. However, the magistrate adjourned the bail hearing to Monday, January 17th at 11 a.m. to allow the prosecutor more time to build a case in the objection to bail. Burrows' arrest is a collaborative effort between the RBPF, the U.S. Embassy, Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and Homeland Security investigations. There could be adjustments as it relates to large social gatherings, according to the Health and Wellness Minister, Dr. Michael Darville. As he told reporters yesterday, there is always a potential for community spread events and super spreader events. In recent weeks, there have been a number of social events.
The rest of the Ministry of Health, we are trying our level best. It's a very difficult thing to do, to juggle the economy while at the same time handle protocols. But one of the things we've been noticing is that when we do approve an event and we give the necessary protocols, sometimes when we look back at the event, many of the protocols were not adhered to, and that is of great concern.
Meantime, under the Health Services COVID-19 Prevention and Management of Community Spread Rules 2021, it states that social gatherings are allowed indoors once it does not exceed 20 people, all of whom must be fully vaccinated. Outdoor social gatherings are allowed once the attendees are fully vaccinated. Tomorrow, the Prime Minister is expected to address on the COVID-19 plans for the country. With tourism numbers on the rebound and recent statistics showing that the Linlin Pinling International Airport alone welcomed some 6,000 visitors this past weekend, the traveling public got an early Christmas gift yesterday as airport authority officials and the Ministry of Tourism hosted a dedication ceremony to officially welcome into service 4 new state-of-the-art aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicles. This comes just in time to meet the increased needs of first responders this holiday season at LPIA here and various airports on the Family Islands. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation Chester Cooper says these vehicles represent the first step in the government's fight to breathe new life into the aviation and tourism sectors.
These new Oshkosh Striker 4x4 aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicles represent a $4 million investment by the government of the Bahamas, financed through the IDB, organized through the Ministry of Works, and supported by the Airport Authority and the Ministry of National Security. This is important for airlift, it's important for tourism, and essential for our long-term aviation sector development.
He added that in addition to LPIA, these vehicles will provide coverage at the North Eleuthera International Airport, the Leonard M. Thompson International Airport in Abaco, and the new Exuma International Airport, on which ground was broken just a few short months ago. The Deputy Prime Minister also notes that the Bahamian public should be proud as these emergency vehicles will go a long way in improving the nation's ICAO safety rating. And with this, local firefighters will undergo 2 weeks of rigorous training in the U.S. to properly learn and acclimate themselves with the new equipment. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.